This is the story of the kingdom of Amatzia. Melachim Bet, Perek Yudalad. In this video, we're only going to be learning about the first version we have of Amatzia from Sefer Melachim. Separately posted will be the version in Divrei Yamim Bet. Bishnat Shtayim LeYoash ben Yoachaz Melech Yisrael. In the second year of Yoash, the king of Israel, Malach Amatzia ben Yoash, Amatzia, the son of Yoash, became the king of Yehuda. Ben 25 shana ebamacho. He was 25 years old when he became king. Ve'esrim v'teisha shana malach b'Yerushalayim. And altogether, he was king for 29 years with the capital in Yerushalayim. The text tells us, Vayas hayashar be'nei Hashem, that he did what was good in the eyes of Hashem. Again, like his father and so many of the kings that preceded him, they're always being judged in the eyes of God. Rak lo ki David aviv. The text tells us that he just wasn't as good as the initial king of Yehuda, that of David HaMelech. Kechol asher asa Yoash aviv, as good as or as much as Yoash his father did, asa, that is what he did. Rak habamot lo saru, only the bamot he didn't remove. Oda amizavchim umekatrim babamot. As usual, the kingdom continues to enjoy sacrificing and bringing incense at the bamot, at the altars. And when he felt strong enough in his kingdom, vayach et avadav, he killed his servants, hamakim et hamelach aviv, that had assassinated his father. If you remember, there were two servants of the kingdom that had assassinated Yoash. They were non-Jewish servants, one from Moab and one from Ammon. And now Amatzia takes it in his hands to basically avenge the death of his father. Politically, it makes sense, and even religiously, he who is morid b'machot is chayav mita, and it absolutely makes sense. But the children of the assassins, lo hamit, Amatzia did not kill. And he tells us why. So clearly he knows the halacha in midioraita. Asher tiva Hashem lemor, in the strict letter of the law it says, lo yumtu avot al banim. Fathers will not die on behalf of the son's sins. Ubanim lo yumtu al avot, and the sons will not die because of the sins of their father. Ki im ish bechet'o yumad. A man will only die on account of his own sin. Here it kind of tells us that Amatzia did what was 100% the literal letter of the law. It shows compassion for the children or for the descendants of the assassins. Perhaps Amatzia showing that he is not the same as his father as well, but at the same time it shows the nation that he will not stand for a coup and any kind of treason at his country, at his country's expense. What does he do next? He manages to kill 10,000 people, 10,000 Edomites that at the time was actually a vassal of the kingdom of Judah. V'tafas et hasela, and he captures the canyon b'milchama during war. As shalach Amatzia malachim, and just after that, it seems like Amatzia sends messengers el Yoash ben Yoachaz. He instigates a relationship or a conversation with the king on the other side of the border. Then Yehu melech Yisrael lemor, and he says to him, Lechan nitrei panim, let's meet face to face, essentially implying a civil war. Vayishlach Yoash melech Yisrael, and the king of Yoash sends a message back, El Amatzia melech Yehuda lemor, and in a very, very strange way, he begins with the words, very, very allegorical, Hachoach asher b'Lebanon, the thorn bush that is in Lebanon, Shalach el ha'eres asher b'Lebanon. So we have a thorn bush who's sending a letter to the cedar tree in Lebanon, lemor, Tna et bitcha livni leisha, let your daughter be given to my son as a wife. V'ta'avor chayat hasadeh, and as a response to the proposal of the choach to the eres, chayot hasadeh, the animals of the field asher b'Lebanon, that are all over Lebanon, v'tirmos et hachoach, come out and trample the thorn bush. So this allegorically has many different allusions. We spoke about them in class. And then continues Yoash in his letter to Amatzia, Hakehikita et Edom. You went and you killed Edom successfully. Hichabed v'shei bebetecha. Stay home and be proud. Lama titkare b'ra'av v'nafalta ata v'Yehuda imcha. Why should you now come to war and falter? You will not be successful against me like you were against Edom. So stay home and be proud of yourself. Don't even bother coming to the civil war. And clearly, V'lo shama Amatzia is not okay with this decision of Yoash, and they engage in battle. Vayal Yoash melech Yisrael, vayitra'u panim. They do have a civil war. Huva Amatzia melech Yehuda, Beit Shemesh asher Yehuda. And the main battle takes place in Beit Shemesh, which belongs to Yehuda. Vayinagef Yehuda. They are defeated. Lifnei Yisrael, vayanusu ish halav. And those that survived the battle, the brutal battle, actually fled the scene. Ve'et Amatzia melech Yehuda ben Yoash ben Amatzia tafas Yoash melech Yisrael b'Beit Shemesh, and the king is actually captured by the other king. Vayavo Yerushalayim, and he's brought to Yerushalayim. Vayifrotz b'choma Yerushalayim b'shar Ephraim achar pina, and Yoash, the king of Israel, basically pillages the city of Yerushalayim. Arba me'od amah, 400 different amah. V'lakach kol hazahav v'hakesef et kol ha'kelim ha'nimtzim beit Hashem, and he loots the booty that is in the Beit Hamikdash, u'be'otrot Beit HaMelech, and the private storehouses of the king. And this is how, economically, Yoash obviously now has the upper hand. By Amatzia ben Yoash, in the end of his life, we're told that Amatzia lives as Melech Yehuda acharemo Yoash, even after Yoash ben Yochaz Melech Yisrael 15 shana. He outlives the king of Yisrael for 15 years, but economically he's been pretty much depleted. The Yeter Divrei Amatzia, and other information about Amatzia, Halom Ktuvim al Sefer Divrei Yamim, the Malcha Yehuda there in Divrei Yamim. And the end of his life is as follows, very similar to his father. By Yikshu alav kesher b'Yerushalayim, there is a coup thrown against him in Yerushalayim. By Anas Lachisha, he runs to Lachish. By Yishlechu acharav Lachisha, and they send people after him in Lachish. By Yimituhu sham, and he's killed. By Yisu oto al hasusim, by Yikaver b'Yerushalayim ve'otav, he is actually carried to Yerushalayim and buried in the sepulchre of the kings, Be'ir Tavid, and he will be succeeded by his son Uzziah, that we will learn about both in Melachim and in Divrei Yamim.